once you have familiarized yourself and your horse with the shoulder in and the haunches in and the half pass and the walk as individual practices, you can put them together in a training or pattern or a little warm-up pattern. Once you've walked your horse, for example, for a good 10-15 minutes on the long rein, you can then pick up the rein, ride a little bit of the yielding to the inside or the outside aids type of warm-up, just little loops or circles, whatever you like to do. And then you're going to go into medium walk and set yourself up on a little rectangle, meaning you just cut the long side of the arena short a little bit and ride on the long side a little bit of shoulder in, just to see, is he available for that? Straighten him and come across on the short side of this rectangle. I always like to ride a nice, just straightforward medium walk, just to make sure that I have something to work with. And then again, just a few steps of shoulder in, down the long side, and use that minimal shoulder to shoulder movement and encourage a little bit with my leg, sit to the outside, look straight ahead, all these different things that we remember. Then straighten him. And then, I will do maybe 2 or 3 sides of shoulder in, come across again here on the short side, a regular straightforward medium walk. Then I'm going to come down the next longish side, ride a little bit of haunches in, and just a few steps, you're just going to say, okay, are we able to do that today? And you can watch sort of for the quality of what the horse gives you. Are they a little stiff feeling? Are they, paying attention to what you're doing? Are you having all your aids and all your different alignments in place? And it's on some days you may do a few more of the same repetitions, and on some days you may just say, okay, this is it, this is good. 2 long sides of this, 2 long sides of that, like we do right now. Nice little haunches in here, inside hand quiet, sitting a little bit more weighted on the inside seat bone, outside hand gives and takes to the outside shoulder. And then I might say, okay, let's come around here and we'll take a little turn onto the center line, and we'll do a little bit of a half pass back to the outside track, and just, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. There you go, good boy. And you're starting the day out with something that the horse is or should be familiar at this point, and it's a very, very nice, easy, sort of predictable and for the horse understandable warm-up pattern once they've learned these separate pieces. And then we're going to do it again to this side. A little bit of shoulder in, just a tiny bit of, my shoulders to go move with his shoulders. Right leg is more active. Little tap with the right whip every once in a while if he doesn't listen to my leg. That I don't want to compromise, if he's just a little sleepy perhaps on any given morning. Here's our straightforward, nice medium walk again across the short side. And then we'll ride another little bit of shoulder in down this way. Again, weight to the outside, inside leg drives, and both sides a little bit more, shoulder to shoulder, gives him the rhythm, massages his back, and it's a really nice sort of contemplative way of working with the horse like this. So again, very nicely done. We're going to come across the short side here again, nice medium walk, both hands give and take, and turn, nice clean corner. And we're going to ride a little bit of haunches in, sit to the inside rein is quiet, outside rein gives and takes to the outside shoulder. It varies from horse to horse how much that needs to happen, but it helps because it's a preparation again for the half pass later on. Move the haunches back, come across here, medium walk. Always think, everything with quality, the rhythm should be fairly regular. There should be relaxation going through the horse's body and mind. Haunches again, in again. So a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Sometimes when I feel him getting a little bit almost sleepy about it, I enhance my aids momentarily and, might vibrate my inside rein a little bit while the outside rein gives and takes to his outside shoulder. Just sort of to say, hey, stay with me here. I know that you know these things, but let's make them good every step. And then a little bit of half pass coming across here, sitting to the right. Left rein gives and takes to the left shoulder. And you can see how the right hand is very quiet, so you can lean on that. And then, that's a good starting point right here. So that's all maybe I might do on any given day. Give him a little bit of a long rein. Say good boy, and look at this walk that I get out of him. It's a super nice, just already beautiful, overstride that I get from him. Back is swinging freely. I could literally feel how he's moving with such beautiful rolling energy from just a little bit of this gymnasticizing. I always call it sort of the classical ballet warm-up. Rather than going straight into, a little bit of walk, pick up the reins, right into posting trot, put the horse together. And then you have to do, the finer tuning of, how and which way your horse is in front of the leg and how much he comes up from behind. You have to do that in the posting trot and maybe even in the light canter in the warm-up. But you missing out on the opportunity to establish this finer riding, this, more finely tuned listening to one another to see where, on any given day there might be a little bit more resistance or stiffness in, the horse's body or, where his mind might be. And snorting is always sort of a good sign. There's somebody in Germany I very much respect, who says that when the horses are snorting, the angels are singing. Meaning, a snort like that shows that the horses are well exercised, happily moving with the rider, and what else could we ask for?